Hey everybody, welcome back to the hopefully final episode that has audio recorded in post so that we can stop this awkward crap. It's actually been taking me longer than usual to edit these because I actually dread recording them the way that they are. Uh, Especially because it has all those audio errors and everything. What the hell is shooting at that? I don't know. There's a whole bunch of stuff over there. So they were fighting something, which we'll come back to later. Um, yeah. So they were fighting some pretty viciously, actually, come to think of it. Well, I was busy searching through here, trying to find things. So, I think we give this place one last look over. Like, we mostly looked through the whole thing last time. This is where I found the dead raider being roasted, and I was like, this is interesting. I like these little touches. It's kind of a gross little touch, but I like it. They're happy touches. Like happy little trees. That's half a mole rat. Which I think I remarked about it sticking halfway out of the ground there, but it was just a weird little thing. I kind of wish this was like a settlement that you could fix up, maybe dump the raiders at later after the New World stuff, because like that would have been pretty useful. You know, somewhere that's not really like gonna affect your settlements. That is a mine that is not set. It's just sitting on that table. It freaked me out. I'm used to them exploding at random, and that was an easy lock. I don't even pay attention half the time when I'm picking up out of these things. I think you all know that. We've touched on that subject before at this point. I just pick stuff up because it's there now. This place was pretty much a veritable gold mine for ammo, which helped because I was low on a bunch of stuff. But there's like not really a lot going on here. Things to shoot. I think I went up there already, but I go up there anyways again, just to look around because I was lost. Then I realized like, oh, that thing's over there. I've been in there. Yeah, I might have to get the rest of the armor for the suit and paint this one up like Voltron, because this will look much better like Voltron than the other one did. This place is like so lovingly decorated. It's kind of weird. Like there's stuff in here, but it's all arranged in such a way that it makes sense. And it's not necessarily because the super mutants were in here, but they were. Um, I think this is the first time I realized the super mutants drank beer, which is interesting to me because there's beers arranged everywhere in these places. But I guess, I guess it makes sense because they are human-ish oid after all. Why wouldn't they enjoy getting a good buzz on after, devouring a bunch of normal humans? I forget what else we do here. I'll probably just drop out for a while. I'm just gonna be looting for a bit. And I think I go back to that hatch in the ground in a few moments. So I'll pick up from there.
Nice. got a thing for antiques, huh?
I really hate post-recording. This is the second time I've had to record this because I deleted it accidentally. But yeah, so we're back in the basement here again. Well, for the first time actually. It's again for me because I'm watching this over again. But I'm gonna loot this stuff pretty efficiently. And of note, there's an extra hazmat suit here. That hazmat suit, I was worried about that I was gonna have to go to Cambridge Polymer Labs for. There have been several so far here. Because all I'm gonna do is just pick up a bunch of junk here. I am actually going to just fast forward to the important part. Okay, here we are at the terminal. And I was reading really fast apparently. So Wayne's logs made it home. October 26th. The boys finally cried themselves to sleep. It's been 3 days since the bombs fell. Everything has gone to shit. Our director up at MedTech got advance notice, and if I hadn't put that code into his terminal that forwarded his logs to me, I would have been trapped up there along with everyone else when the lockdown kicked in. I had to make my way on foot to Malden to get the boys. So proud of them for remembering the plan. Michael managed to get David away from the teachers, and they ran and hid like I told them instead of going into that vault. We made it back here into our bunker just as the plane started going overhead. We listened to the radio for a while, but then the station cut out. I can still hear gunfire out there. Bonnie, I don't know if you're still out there, but I'm praying you are. Bonnie, November 9th. Bonnie, it's been 2 weeks and I wish you were here. I want so badly to head to the hospital to try to find you, but Boston is too dangerous and I can't leave the boys on their own. Little David keeps asking when Mama's coming home, and Michael has started to glare at me whenever I say that you're still at the hospital helping people. I've been listening to the intermittent reports on the radio after they've gone to bed, and I think he overheard one where they were talking about the fighting in the city. It sounds like the fighting down there is really bad. I hope you're safe, hon. The neighbors, January 28th. It's been 3 months since the bomb fell. I left the bunker for the first time last night. Our plan to tap into the main from the water tower worked, but the piping took more duct tape than expected and was leaking pretty bad. We didn't have any more in the house, so I tried to sneak over to Cobb's house across the street. He's working the construction crew in the neighborhood, so I figured he might have some. I was in Ron's den when he'd been working on that new coal machine. Must not have heard him over the distant gunfire and explosions. There was just that cold barrel pushed up against the back of my head suddenly. He told me to turn around slowly, and oh god, Bunny, his face, the radiation hit him hard. His hair was falling out and half his face looked melted. I begged him to stop, but he put the gun in my mouth and cocked back the hammer. I heard the gunshot, but when I opened my eyes, Ron was falling on the ground, and I spotted Lance from down the street up on our roof. He saw the whole thing and saved my life. Said he's got a plan to meet him tomorrow night. Happy birthday, April 3rd. Happy birthday, Bonnie. I don't know if you're still out there, but it's your 30th, so David and Michael made you a cake. Didn't really turn out, but I let them open a can of frosting, which is nice. The Ameses and I have been busy the past few months. Lance and his brother had been on the way back from vacation in New York with their families when the bombs fell. Took them weeks to make it back here, mostly on foot. They had a plan to build a wall around the neighborhood. And after saving my life, I could hardly say no. To get the biggest part done the night, we stole a couple trucks from the Irish Pride shipyard nearby. I didn't ask how Leon knew how to hotwire a truck. Lance had us pull him around to the edges of the yards to start the wall. Truth be told, I flipped mine and damn near took out the house. It was another month before we had the rest of the wall ready. But we've been keeping watch since then, and the kids have all enjoyed getting to come outside. Tongue-tied. And then the rest of this is just opening the safe, and there's a tape that's going to play in a few moments. So I'll let you listen to that.
Mama, this is David. The Batman came back. I saw them shoot Mr. Lance and he fell off the roof. Michael said he'd be okay, but he isn't moving.
David, come on. Dad said we had to grab our stuff.
Yeah, so that was interesting. See, I've never been to this place, as I think I mentioned before. Um, so I've always gone to Malden and like raided the hospital first and done the stuff in the school building first and everything, and never known this place was even here. So I don't know if there's gonna be some kind of like a tie-in with this. I don't know if you find their mother in the building. Like I've never paid attention when I was in Malden in the hospital, and there is a hospital there, which is interesting. Um, but yeah, so we're gonna just kind of wrap up by re-exploring this place again, and then we'll head off to that other place here. So I'm actually gonna fast forward through this because I think I find some more junk in one of these houses, but for the most part, it's stuff we've already seen. So I'll fast forward through it till we get to that other park that's nearby that has a bunch of people in it, or dead bodies rather. So I forget what this place is called, but I remember going there before. It's a settlement you can pick up. So we're gonna go over there eventually later on, probably after we do Malden, because I know I go to Malden first. And let's see, this is where I was wondering what about this dude, because he's completely non-interactable, but his like body parts are there. Usually when you see random human detritus laying around, it's like you can touch it and interact with it. It's just crap here, and not much else. So we're roughly done with this area, which was why I came back from the fast forwarding. So we're finding these buildings now that are kind of burned out and the walls are gone and they don't really have any. We're like getting into more like raidery stuff. And this is where all that crap was going on earlier. With the gunshots and the Brotherhood guys and all the bits and pieces of things that are laying around. That's a rifle that is pretty decent, actually. Random dead guy who wasn't dead a minute ago, but he's so artistically arranged there. It's just kind of fascinating to me. I keep getting confused by these pieces in the ground from the things. So this place had, yeah, see the Super Mutant Butcher. That was a different Super Mutant Butcher than one of the ones that was in my group, but I think actually it might have been part of the same group, and he just ended up out here because like the Raiders and the Brotherhood and the Super Mutants all seem to have attacked at the same time. And I do horrible with these mines out here. I think I actually get hit by one of them, or Nick does rather, which is like not really surprising. Nick tends to get hit by the mines every time I find one, but in some cases I just don't notice them, and I think that actually happens pretty soon. Somewhere around here. Not in this room, maybe. This is just me picking up more crap from down below. See, I'm actually too tall to effectively pick stuff up off the bottom shelf with this suit on. And I try to walk out through that, which is something that I probably would have been able to do as a human. But in the mech suit, no, that is a no-go. Looking at the machine gun turret again. I already picked that one up. Alright, so now we're going to go find anything else that's around here. So I get distracted by this playground. And I futz around on the seesaws for a little too long.
Sure don't make them like they used to.
Everything's like just out of range when you're in this stupid thing. Like a rad scorpion attacked on top of all that. So there was the Brotherhood, there's a rad scorpion, there were raiders, and there are super mutants. I missed all that. I was inside while that was happening. It's like that episode. Was it like the second or third episode of was it Preacher? No, it's the first episode of Preacher. When they're in the basement and Tulip is making the rocket launcher. And she locks the kids in the basement and she's like, just stay here and don't come outside no matter what you hear. And you hear all hell break loose outside. And when they come outside, there's a downed Apache attack chopper, and there's like flaming debris all over the place, and it's hilarious. And she's like, you don't even want to know what happened. And I feel like that's what's gone on here. Alright, so I'm not sure what else goes on. I think there's some more buildings around? Between here and there, which is where we're going. We're going north. I'm pointing out on the thing where the lake house is. But we're going up there. MedTech is close by. We don't really want to go to MedTech. We want to go up there. We want to go to Malden Center. I'm not sure why I keep pointing out MedTech. I think you end up going back there. No, that was ArcJet. What am I thinking of? I was like, you go back there with Dance, and I was like, no, wait. That's wrong. That is incorrect, sir. So here I find more of those vacant, destroyed buildings, and I go and loot them. I don't think there's anything interesting down here, so I'm probably going to just fast forward to when we get to Malden. So I will see you on the flip side in a few. Okay, so now we're at Malden, and there's a lot of stuff going on here. There's always some synths here, and there they are. There's also super mutants over there to the left, and I think there's raiders around here, but I figure I might as well just piss off the super mutants first. Completely ignoring the synths that I think I saw that were behind me. It was a suicider. This seemed like a good idea at the time. It didn't hit him at all. Striders are hard to kill. Like those old model synths, they're like there's not enough meat to them, so like you fire and you just like pass right through them all. It's ridiculous. So I decided not to go to the hospital first. I just pick up all this crap and we go. He's busy killing things, and I think he's shooting at other stuff besides them. Yeah, he had a mini nuke. I was waiting for him to show up. Let's see. So we got him. We checked that one. He didn't have anything. This guy in here, he's got something. And let's see. Yeah, so this is the police station. So the stuff we need is here. Not all this stuff. I'm just looting junk right now. Let's see. I forget where it all is. How did you get in there, Nick? I feel like that's the question I just asked. And I just heard a mini nuke go off outside. All this stuff is just scattered all over the place. There's no toilet bacon. And it's another cigar box. People just hang out in this jail apparently now. Someone broke out. And I was checking all these rooms because like that was where they were using those as makeshift evidence lockers in some cases, and that was where those winter holotapes were ending up. But, you know, in this one, that's not where they end up. Now, I think I go outside and try to find the rest of this place, because it feels like there should be more to it before I go upstairs. Or, no, I do go upstairs first. Okay. And then we discover Malden Center after we've been in Malden Center for like 5 minutes already. Let's see. This room just had a bunch of phones. And I was very excited because I was like, hey, phones. I don't know what to do with them, but I love phones. There's the holotape. There's a bunch of jet and a security baton. And the evidence terminal. Winter holotape logs. Edward, blah, 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 holotape to Sergeant Soulsback, Malden PD. Transferred to Deputy Gold in the Hot Sheriff Department. So these are ones that we already knew. Armed robbery logs. Shotgun recovered from scene unfired. Malden evidence locker K13. Recovered from Slocum Joe's Donut Shop, a surveillance video in Malden Cabinet BO3. And 4 statements from witnesses. Officers West, Soulsback, Boone, and Christie, Malden PD. Malden evidence cabinet BO3. So where are the evidence cabinets? I don't know. I don't think I see them anywhere. Richards counterfeiting logs. 2 times fraudulent money orders signed by Mr. Richards, collected from Malden SNL. 19,163 money orders, fraudulent, collected from Richard's home. And one printing press. This guy had $20,000 in fake money that he was trying to pass off. Let's see. I think the rest of this is just me attempting to loot this side of the building. I go around that side, because I can. Kick the phone. So not a lot of stuff in here, but there is stuff. I don't know if there's anything else. Not here, really. Well, a pen, I guess. Whatever. Then I forget that I have to go over here to get around that. And then I resume my attempts to get up here that I've done on every single playthrough I've ever done of this game. Because it feels like you should be able to jump up there based on the height differential, but you really can't. If only I could build something there, or there was something to put on the ground. Like a dead body. Those are really useful to stand on, actually. Strangely enough. But there isn't, so we're out of here. And I think we found everything that there is to find, except for that phone, in here. And next up, we go to Slocum's Joe. I'm going to wander around here for a bit, so I'm going to drop out, and I'll meet up with you there.
Shouldn't take long. We'll be taking that.
Okay, so here we are in the main lobby of the Slocum's Joe HQ, International LLC Corp. Inc. Whatever. Um, so mainly I'm just gonna loot stuff until I find Slocum's Joe stuff, which is the most useful things you can find. Like in this building, you will find the recipe for buzz bombs and a few other foodstuffs that give you some potential bonuses. I don't know necessarily that it's necessary for me in this particular case because I think a lot of it was like strength bonuses and
When did it get
speed
this
bonuses and
way?
stuff, but it might be actually useful because, speed bonuses would be, I like speed bonuses. That also gives you more AP. So there's some guys in here. Trying to kick open the safe. And I'm deciding what I want to do. They know I'm here. I was going to chuck a grenade and then I kind of decided not to. And then I just fired my gun straight down the hallway there and took out all three of them. So I kind of think some of this is tied to the coffee shop mod that I have from the Creation Club. So, like, this stuff was here, but I think that coffee machine wasn't there, and that's like a thing from the Creation Club that you can use. Those guys are supposed to be there, definitely, because I fought them before. Like, I had come in here the first time I played this game, I was like, oh, this is a cool little place. What is that? But, yeah, other than that, mainly there's just some dudes here that you kill, and your main loot portion here is just the recipes. You want the coffee recipes and the buzz bomb recipes. See Slocum Joe's Espresso. This is all the stuff that was it lets you make your Slocum's Joe franchise. So now that I have that, I think I can build that stuff out of my inventory. I mean, not my inventory, my crafting menu thing. Like when I'm in a village. Yeah, I'm using all the wrong words here. Out of crafting menus when I'm in a settlement. But it gives me a bunch of like suits and things like that to use, like costumes to put on people, and it had like donuts and things like that were available there. You can build the donuts or create the donuts rather. That was a Buzz Bites recipe as well as several Buzz Bites that were in. And I think I forget to look at what the Buzz Bites do. But there's a whole crap load of stuff in here to pick up. Let's see. What's in here? Is there more stuff? Yep. The Buzz Bites recipe was in there. So the Buzz Bites were in the drawer, the desk. I think with the coffee recipe, there was Buzz Bites recipe in there. That's from Vanilla Game. That other chest that I found all that stuff in is from the mod. And then I just do like a once over to make sure there's nothing left. There's no terminals I can read. And that's it. So we are pretty much done. And I don't bother to get out of the suit, but I do stay here. So I mean, at the beginning of the next video, I could probably get out of the suit and see what that coffee machine does. But otherwise, that's it for us for tonight. So just want to thank you for watching, putting up with all this crap with the post-audio recording, the awkwardness. And yeah, I got a manual for a franchise kit. But that's all there is. There's no like any reading in for that manual. It just is a manual that I pick up. For some reason, that's just sitting in my inventory now. Probably just, it's like a magazine that unlocks things. Like when you find a picket fences magazine. But yeah, I'm just skimming through checking for things. I thought you could read those before was why I was looking for it. But that's it. So we're going to wrap up here. And everybody, you have a good day or night or whatever. And thanks for watching.